Welcome. Fade to Black breaking news for this Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, we're kind of wrapping up a week here on Fade to Black. No show tomorrow. We're at the Conscious Life Expo at the LAX Hilton, but you can help support the news and our show and everything that we do around here by getting yourself a Fade to Black T-shirt. Get a Game Changer membership, order a shirt. We have 2 shirts, 2 ways to get them, and the links are below. All right. Well, this week on Fade to Black, Monday, we had Aaron Judkins with us. We talked about Göbekli Tepe. Last night, we had a little tech issue with the island of Aruba with Heather Arnold. And so we did a quick impromptu AMA last night. But tonight, Riz Verk is with us. And he's fresh off the Soul Foundation, and he's got a white paper out. We're going to be talking about all of that tonight on the show. Tomorrow, we are off air. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. I'm still at the conference on Monday, but on Tuesday, we will do our annual Conscious Life Expo recap special, and that'll be on Tuesday. All right, yes, I do have 5 major events coming up. This weekend is the Conscious Life Expo at the LAX Hilton. And if you are attending and you want to go to my lunch, the disclosure lunch on Sunday, get your tickets now online. All right. It's very important that you do that. I don't think there'll be tickets available. There's only a few left anyway at the venue itself on day of show. Right after that is Rise of the Guardians, March 29th and 30th in Sedona, Arizona. Links are below. And then I head to the Midwest for the Contact Modalities Expo, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Delavan, Wisconsin at Delavan Lake. I'm back here in Los Angeles for Contact in the Desert. That is May 29th through June 2nd in Palm Springs, California. And then I head south to Peru with Brian Forrester for the Inca Celebration of the Sun. That is June 17th through the 27th. We have a few spaces left on that too as well. The links for everything that I am doing are below. All right, let's get to it. On this day in history, 1971, Apollo 14 lands on the moon. That's right. Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell left Stuart Roosa in the command module. You know, I always thought about that. You know, you fly all the way to the moon, but you don't get to land. You're the guy orbiting in the command module. Yeah. You need to get out. I'm just saying. All right, fade or fact. Everyone in Sweden eats 22 pounds of chocolate a year. That's 2 pounds per month or an ounce per day. And that is a lot of chocolate and your fader factor. Breaking news. The bone fragments of Lucy, the 3.18 million year old human ancestor that rarely leaves Ethiopia, by the way, will go on display in Europe for the first time in Prague this year. This is absolutely crazy. Lucy will be shown at Prague's National Museum as part of a human origin and fossils exhibition for 2 months, starting August 25th. Everybody's got to travel. You know what I'm saying. Temperatures at the North Pole soared more than 36 degrees Fahrenheit above average on Sunday, crossing the threshold for ice to melt. Temperatures north of Svalbard in Norway had already risen to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the 1991-2020 average on Saturday, according to models from weather agencies in Europe and the United States, with actual temperatures close to the ice's melting point of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. By Sunday, the temperature anomaly had risen to more than 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy crap. Wow. The arrival of a baby swell shark at an aquarium in Louisiana comes as a surprise when the egg hatched with no male sharks involved. Yoko was born early January, having hatched from an egg in a tank containing just 2 female sharks. What? In fact, neither of the sharks that could have laid the egg had had any contact with a male for more than 3 years. How does that happen? All right. Police in central Pennsylvania are scrambling to crack the case of 100,000 organic eggs worth $40,000 that were stolen from the back of a trailer over the weekend. The theft took place in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, 65 miles southwest of Harrisburg, when the eggs were poached from a distribution trailer on Saturday around 8:40 p.m. There's a 26% annual chance that a space rocket junk will re-enter the atmosphere and pass through a busy flight area, according to a recent UBC study. The research shows potential for uncontrolled space rocket junk to disrupt flights and possible disaster. In 2022, a re-entering 20-ton piece of rocket prompted Spanish and French aviation authorities to close parts of their airspace. Now, check this out. Listen to this. There were 258 successful rocket launches in 2024 and 120 uncontrolled rocket debris re-entries, and there are more than 2,300 rocket bodies still in orbit and waiting to come down. And finally, I'll leave you with this. Tesla sales in Europe are plummeting fast. Year over year, sales are down 18% in the United Kingdom, 31% in Portugal, more than 40% in Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and the Netherlands, 63% in France, and check this, down 75% in Spain. Here in California, which is the company's biggest market by far, sales of the Model 3 plunged 36% in 2023. Overall, California sales for Tesla fell approximately 8% in 2024's fourth quarter and were down 12% for the year. This represents the first annual drop in sales for Tesla here, and its fifth consecutive quarterly DMV registration decline. The question is why? First, for me, it's resale value. There is none. Yeah, it's not an investment. A new Tesla is worthless the day after you buy it. Second, and think about this. In 20 years, will you see a restored classic Tesla? No, you won't. There is nothing classic about it. There's nothing classic about a Tesla. There is no emotion tied to the car. That's why sales are falling. Do you look at a Tesla and get a tingle? You don't. And it seems to me that it is something you just can't program into its software. I'm just saying. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Wednesday, February 5th. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind everybody that tonight on Fade to Black, it's Riz Verk. We're going to be talking about the white paper that he has just published and his presentation at the Soul Foundation. All of that and much more tonight on Fade to Black. But for now, all I've got is Go Back Lee Tappy.